Hello, everybody. You're welcome to Just for Women Africa. And my name is Olaleko Amosa. You're welcome to our series talking about women in Africa and their contribution to the African continent. Today, we're going to be looking at an African country in East Africa, which has made a major comeback after a civil war. Unlike most countries after a civil war, it takes them a long time to get back economically. Not this African country. Women have made a major contribution to the growth of this African country and getting them back on track after the civil war. We're looking at a GDP of $11 billion and an inflation rate as at 2023 at 8%. You want to find out who the African country is? Stick around and find out. Hey everybody, you're welcome back to Just for Women Africa, and I'm sure you're curious to find out the country I was talking about, right? Well, we're talking about another country than Rwanda. Rwanda is in East Africa, surrounded by Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, and the DRC. Rwanda has a population of approximately 13 million people, and 51% of those are women. Now, after the civil war, the genocide in 1994 in Rwanda, which killed approximately 800,000 people, majority of them were men, meaning that women had to sit up, and take charge of the country, society, the economy, and all. They had to raise up the children on their own. Now, that genocide, in effect, changed the whole history of Rwanda, changed things totally completely, which was actually good for women because it actually put women in front, not at the back, like in most African countries. Now, the government in Rwanda have done extremely well, in championing the cause of women in Rwanda. As at 2021, 6% of parliamentarians in Rwanda are women. In cabinet, 52% are women, making 27 seats in cabinet in Rwanda. Now, on the entrepreneurial front, because of after the 1994 genocide, women were forced to take up, the center stage, and entrepreneurship really grew for women. But despite the impressive figures for Rwanda, women are still facing challenges in Rwanda. Now, challenges in Rwanda women face as entrepreneurs are things like gender bias and stereotyping, which has not really helped women grow their businesses the way they would love to. Now, in Rwanda, like in most African countries, men in Rwanda feel that women need to be dependent on them. In the banks are for things like guarantors, credit history, and land ownership, which a majority of women in Rwanda do not have. Other things, challenges women face are things like high taxes and high interest rates. But despite all these challenges, women in Rwanda still have a very bright future.